Just see this fine girl where don't buy because of BBL. Because of big nyash, she was.
According to what I read on Snapchat, they said Indigo refused you and you went to Sanusho. Of all places, I don't know why people still keep going to Sanusho. But then you went for a third round of BBL.
The procedure everyone will regret is...
I think it's going to be the BBL. Because imagine that gigantic buttocks at 50 or 60. I'm telling you, it does not look good. And it's hard to reverse it. Yeah.
This is a sad one, everyone. Come closer. You know that people cry every day, but must you as a living soul carry yourself and know to be sacrificed? Like this life no suit you. If a person does not first address the thoughts, belief and inner narrative they hold about themselves, no amount of physical change will truly bring lasting satisfaction. You may fix one thing today, only to find another flaw tomorrow, because the real issue was never the body. It was the mindset. When the mind is healed, the body is often seen with greater compassion and acceptance. But when the mind remains wounded, even a perfected body will never feel enough. This video is specifically made for my women. All the ladies, watch this video to the end. If you're a man here, kindly share this video to your sisters and all your female relations. Please, because this might save somebody.
Jewel TV.
Let me tell you guys about two stories that have been trending online, and honestly, when I saw them, I just had to pause for a moment because they really make you think about the kind of world we are living in today. You know those stories that you see on the internet that just leave you asking yourself, how did this even happen? Well, these are exactly that kind of stories. The first one is about a young lady. People online have identified as Eliana, though we heard another voiceover that mentioned her name as Jessica. Her story has been all over social media and it has sparked a lot of debate and emotions. From what has been circulating online, the young lady wanted to undergo a cosmetic procedure called a Brazilian butt lift, which many people simply call BBL. That surgery where fat is taken from other parts of the body and transferred to the buttocks to give it a fuller shape. These days, that procedure has become very popular, especially because of social media. When people scroll online, they see all these perfect bodies, perfect shapes, and a lot of people start feeling like they also need to look a certain way, especially when it comes from celebrities looking that way. Now, according to reports circulating online, before this surgery was eventually done on this girl, she had first gone to another clinic called Indigo Clinic. But the story going around is that the doctors there refused to carry out the operation. The explanation that people online say was given is that her skin was too light and they felt the procedure could be very risky. So the clinic reportedly declined to perform any surgery on her. Now, at that point, many people are saying maybe that should have been a sign to just pause and reconsider everything. But according to reports online, she still decided to go ahead and try another place. That was when she reportedly went to Cynosure Aesthetic Plastic Surgery, another cosmetic surgery facility. The surgery was eventually carried out there. Now, the video I'm about to show you has been blurred because it is very disturbing. More disturbing is the excruciating pain in her voice. You could hear and feel the pain from her voice. Oh my God. But sadly, from the reports circulating online, complications later developed after the procedure. Some people online say she started having serious health issues afterwards. The situation reportedly became worse, and unfortunately the news later came out that she had passed away. Prior to her passing away, her sister came online to also explain that she had another major surgery to remove all the infected parts from her hips, buttocks and calves, and that they almost lost her, but she survived somehow. They had already spent 1.5 million for her to be in the ICU, but she didn't seem to get any better, and then they were asking for another 4.5 million and some other extra fees to keep her in the ICU. The sister was already soliciting for funds. As you can see on the screen record here on my screen, she had to write this long note here stating the present condition of her sister and the money spent, but unfortunately she lost her. Some people were angry, some people were heartbroken.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Jessica doesn't really come up on this one. But I heard this girl say, go come on that girl. What she do? She said they don't do the second surgery for her already. I talked to Jessica last week. I told her, let me come and meet you in the hospital where she was. Jessica said, Fever, don't worry, she'll be okay. Now, people are calling this from the group. Jessica is dead. Jessica, that beautiful girl. Her twin sister is calling me. Jessica is dead.
And a lot of people started asking the same question. Why would someone already who has a beautiful body still need to go through another surgery? Mind you, this is not her first surgery. From online information, they are saying this is the second time she was going to do the BBL. So some people blame social media pressure. Others said sometimes people just want to improve how they look, and there's nothing wrong with that. But one thing many people agreed on this is that cosmetic surgery is still surgery, and surgery always comes with risk. It's like a 50-50 thing.
So this BBL when I they go do so, that they die for instance 50-50 oh. When I do video the drug gets here, they tell me for comment section the same get so. They tell me say show. Now school now you know what they talk oh. My money almost correct. Once it correct, I won't go do my own. They call them mock me together. They mock me for comment section. This guy so this guy are twin. See our twin sister here. My brother, my sister. Even though you say woman long throat way too much. Woman when only they satisfied. How girl they find pass like this? Get the find pass like this. This girl no find rich. Wait till she they find again. They go do cosmetic surgery.
The management of Signature Aesthetics Plastic Surgery also reportedly responded to the situation. According to the explanation, the patient did not pass away during the procedure itself, and that complications happened afterward before she was referred for further care. But even with that explanation, the conversation online has not stopped. A lot of people are now calling for stronger regulations around cosmetic surgery clinics so that situations like this can be prevented in the future. This is not the first time we are losing young ladies on these procedures. Why do you think some certain celebrities are beginning to undo their BBL? Recently in Nigeria, we have heard few names of celebrities who once had BBL later removed them. These are one of the reasons. And again, as you are aging, this BBL do not remain the same. You have to go for a reconstruction. How long are you going to do this? I'm going to be playing a video from one of the best surgeons in the world concerning BBL. Please watch this video to the end to learn the complications that goes with doing BBL. Watch.
You're 60, I'm telling you, it does not look good.
The procedure everyone will regret is...
I think it's going to be the BBL. Because imagine that gigantic buttocks at 50 or 60. It might look a certain way when you're 28 or 32 with the thin waist, but at 50 or 60, I'm telling you, it does not look good.
There's a trade-off.
And it's hard to reverse it.
Yeah. One procedure you refuse to do.
I don't do the BBL. Too dangerous, not worth it.
Fair enough. Valid.
Fatal procedure in plastic surgery, the BBL.
Why? What? You're tucking your waist in to make your hips bigger?
Well, it's the buttock part. So you take liposuction from one part of the abdomen, or the one part of the body, you clean it up, and you inject it into the buttock. Here's the problem. There's little short blood vessels in the buttock that are kind of wide but short. They lead directly to the main vein that leads back to your heart. Remember, it's done blindly. So if you inject fat into one of those veins, and it gets into the vena cava, the main vein going to your heart, and it goes to your right heart to your lungs, dead.
What?
Happens all the time.
Who would have thought a vein in your butt will give you a heart attack?
A fat embolus, it's called. By the way, Google, look online how many celebrities have died this way.
Really?
Oh, yeah, it just happened 2 weeks ago again.
So, one way to go out just because I wanted to look a little better and not work out, I died.
It's more of a, because everybody else is doing this, now I'm doing this because it's in fashion, and you died.
While people were still talking about this story, another very disturbing video started circulating online, and honestly, when I saw this one, I just shook my head. According to the reports being shared online, some residents in the neighborhood were outside at night late because of the heat. You know how Nigeria can be. Sometimes it is just too hot to stay inside, so people sat outside their houses that evening to get some fresh air and, of course, gist. While they were outside talking, they suddenly noticed a man near a car behaving in a suspicious way. According to eyewitnesses' accounts circulating online, the man was allegedly trying to force a woman into the boot of his car. Some people say the car was a 2007 Toyota Corolla, but then the man suddenly realized that people were still outside and could see what he was doing. Immediately he noticed them. He reportedly dropped the woman on the ground, jumped into his car and sped off from the area before anyone could stop him. Now here is the video of the lady.
She's gone. I swear she's gone, Daddy. Touch her hand.
I don't need to touch.
She's gone. Jesus Christ. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀?
Ó lè mú nǹkan. Ọwọ́ ẹ̀ lè mú nǹkan. Tó ṣe báyìí lè ṣe báṣọ. Ọwọ́ ẹ̀ fẹ́ wọ jáde.
By the time people could understand what might have happened, the man had already disappeared. The neighbors then rushed toward the woman who had been left behind. But what they saw shocked them even more, because in that area, nobody seemed to recognize her. Some people online started speculating that maybe the man was her boyfriend, but that has not been confirmed by any official. Others are also speculating if she's a hookup girl that has been used. We do not know. So this video has been circulating online, and they're calling out for people who can recognize her and help contact her family. But there's another part of this story that really made me think. When people saw the woman lying there, one important thing that could have been done immediately was to check if she was still alive. Something as simple as checking her pulse or quickly rushing her to the nearest hospital. Because sometimes in situations like this, a few minutes can make a very big difference. But this is something we still struggle with a lot in Nigeria. Many people don't really know what to do in emergency situations. Instead of quickly checking for signs of life or calling for medical help, people often gather around, record videos, or just stand there confused. And sometimes it does not help the person. Sometimes it's simply because they don't know what to do too. This is why public awareness about emergency response is so important. In many countries, people are taught basic first aid, how to check a pulse, how to call emergency services, how to respond quickly when someone might be in danger. These are small skills that can sometimes save lives. But in many places here, that kind of training is still not very common. So when situations like this happen, people are left confused about the best action to take. When you look at both stories, they may seem different, but they both reveal something deeper about our society. One story is about the pressure people feel to look a certain way and the risk that sometimes comes with cosmetic surgery. The other story is about safety, awareness, and how communities respond when something suspicious happens. And at the end of the day, both stories remind us of something very important. Life is fragile. The decisions we make matter. And also, sometimes the difference between tragedy and survival can come down to the actions people take in just a few moments. That is why situations like this should not just be trending topics online. They should also be lessons for all of us about our health, safety, awareness, and the kind of society we want to build going forward. Thank you guys for staying with me to the end of this one. This is Ina from Jewel TV, and until I see you in the next one, please stay connected, subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you always see my latest video. Bye for now.